Hi traders, how you all doing? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done this. You know, the normal weekly analysis. So let's get it on. Excuse me. Let's get it on. So today I'm gonna do our usual weekly analysis whereby you predict where the market is likely going to reach to. Okay, where it's going to reach to and how it's gonna get there. Okay, so just stay tuned. And if you if you're new to this channel, please do like and subscribe. All right, because I do drop bangers. All right, I do drop bangers every week. All right, so let's get it on. Let's get into the chart. Okay, so let's start with the monthly because the monthly just closed, right? So it makes sense to look at the monthly, just like as I did last month. Okay, I started off with the monthly time frame where I marked this fair value gap here, and since then, price has reacted to this fair value gap twice on the lower time frame. But if you're looking at just the higher time frame, you can see that it reacted to it once and up we go. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have to have in mind. Where is price coming from on the high time frame? That is really important. Okay, so we're gonna leave this level like this while we drop down to the lower time frame. Okay, so what time frame do we have to align with this? Guess, not guess. I've said it so many times. So you can pause the video for 1-2 seconds to say it. Okay, but yeah, so we have to align it with daily time frame. Okay, so let's drop down to daily and see what happened, because I just want to do like a little thing, a little review of what happened, how price reacted to this, and how we got here. All right, so if we see the first time price tapped this fair value gap, okay, this wasn't the first time, this was the time it created it, this was the first time it tapped into it. What did it create? It created an inversion and a new fair value gap. All right, it created this new fair value gap, telling us that price is likely gonna go higher. The chances of price going higher, it's a lot of chances. Okay, so the first time it tapped, we can see we actually created this other block here and this engulfing momentum, this showing us momentum. So we got some nice buys from here. If you're just looking at the high time frame, and we targeted this level and price got here and we reversed again. See guys, just stay tuned. There's some other things that I want to tell you that is happening on price. Okay, there's some other things that I want to tell you that is happening on price, so just stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned and get your pens and paper. Sorry, I didn't say this at the beginning, but stay tuned and get your pens and paper. All right, so we're gonna get there. All right, so if we look at this, we can see price went higher, leaving this fair value gap. What does that tell us? Leaving this other block here, what does that tell us? That tells us that anytime price come back here, we're gonna get a strong reaction. Okay, is either we get a strong reaction or we disrespect it and use it as a support to continue going down. So as I always say, price can only go up or go down. That's all. Price doesn't do any other thing anymore. Price go from internal to external, or take out the external and goes to internal. That's all price does, nothing else. Okay, so now looking at this here, right, you can see that price came back down and continue going up. So this is the tricky part now. All right, this is a very tricky part. Okay, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. So if we look at where price has reacted multiple times, you can see we have this other block here. Okay, price hasn't reacted to this one yet. All right, but price reacted to this other block couple of times. This is an order block because we closed below it. All right, this is an order block. Yes, we didn't sweep liquidity, but this is an order block. Okay, so we can see that price reacted to it multiple times. Even the second time, it has to even sweep a little bit of this high, then created another order block here going down. So this tells me that we are in a range. I don't care what any other person say. This is what I trade. We are in a range. Okay, we are in a range. We've been in this range for quite some time now. I don't know if any other person is noticing it. When price keep going from other block that is above, other one, other block below, keep bouncing off, that's a range for me. It might not be a range on other time frame, just like monthly that we checked, and we see that monthly was so clean. But you can just trade monthly like that without trading the time frame that you have to align to it. Okay, so now we can see on Friday we had this reaction here of this other block. This is an other block, this other block, and there was a volume imbalance here, which is also a new weekly opening gap here. Honestly, I wanted price to close above it with the daily candle. That is what I wanted to see, so that the next week trading will be so smooth. All right, will be so smooth. If you joined my last week, I hosted a free Zoom meeting, whereby I taught some order flow, talked about order flow, which is very powerful but simple to identify. And I talked about the open, high, low, close, okay, of the weekly candle. So then I mentioned to those who attended that if we open up and manipulate lower, it's likely that price will go back up, all right, which is what happened. And also mention how we could see that on 4 hour, all that happened. So the opening was around here. Sorry, the close. I usually like using the close also as the opening, because if we close here, like apart from this that happened, the next candle should start from here, right? But there was a gap, all right? There was a gap. Still wasn't the opening for me. So this was my target, buying from here back to here. So as soon as my targets got hit, I just wait to see if we're going to close above this, because we've been ranging for a while now. So you need to wait for price to close above it and see if it wants to manipulate and go back down inside, which we might start seeing like a big move. So I was just saying what I was expecting last week, but it didn't happen, right? Because what I expect or what I think doesn't really matter to the market. We just have to trade what we see. So what happened? We had a strong reaction here. So now let's go down on 4 hour and see what 4 hour is telling us. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go on 4 hour. Then okay, let's go on weekly. All right, because I want to match weekly 4 hour. There's a way that I'm gonna match up the whole time frame so you don't get confused. Excuse me. All right. So this was the opening of last week, but last week is done, so we're done with the opening, we're done with all this. So now I'm still bullish on Nasdaq on my high time frame, just because of the monthly and the weekly. Okay, so let's look at weekly before we come back to the 4 hour. So looking at weekly, what can we see here? To be honest, I'm seeing this as a rejection of this other block. Okay, I'm seeing this as a rejection of this other block. What is that lining up again with? It's lining up with things that we saw on the daily. Okay, remember it was daily and weekly and monthly, right? So now we want to see how we can align weekly and 4 hour, which is these two time frame are the most important time frame to me. All right, so we want to align the two of them now. Let's go. Let's see. So here now, we'll really see rejection. Let me delete this of this other block. Okay, so if price, it's likely to go up, right? Because we still have this here. We still have this here. Price didn't do much below here. We had this rejections here, and we rejecting off the monthly fair value gap. And one thing that I want to tell you is that NAS is mostly bullish. So if you want to see a clean bearish move, right, you need to wait and wait for that clean bearish move. Look at these bearish moves. I'm not saying that we price will not go down sometime or maybe next week or whatever, but I'm trading what I see at the moment. Okay, I trade what I see at the moment. So you can see how we had this displacement here. Okay, even though this was a pullback, but if you want to trade this based on high time frame, right, it's easier to trade than this. So you need to go with the, well, I'm not advising you what to do, okay, because I'm not a financial advisor, all right, because all this is just for educational purpose and for my own personal analysis. I just do my personal analysis, then you can use that for your own educational purpose. If you want to trade whatever I say, you can contact your financial advisor, all right? Because even me, I do contact mine too before I do anything. Before I place any trade, I contact my financial advisor. So why won't you do the same? Okay, so excuse me. So now before I lose you there, don't want to lose you. So we can see that we are still bullish. It's still giving us the bullish vibe, all right? Still giving us the bullish vibe. I don't see any displacement that looks like this here yet. There's no displacement. Okay, take like more 3 weeks or 4 weeks to see displacement. So we're just gonna do what we see. Okay, so but one thing now is that 4-hour is not lining up with the weekly. Okay, that is where the problem is. So we have a problem. We have a problem. It's not lining up with the weekly. So if the bullish momentum wants to continue, we want to see this 4-hour leave this bearish thing that is saying since from Friday and start saying some bullish stuff to us. Start whispering bullish to us. Okay. So with that being said now, okay, I'm going to apply this. I'm going to apply this where we closed. Okay. Then I want to see how the weekly candle. Okay, no. Yeah, we can apply this here because now we want to see where the manipulation is going to be. Okay, because this is already bearish. Okay, we might open up on Monday and it will turn bullish. It doesn't matter. What I want to see is how are we going to turn bullish. Okay, I want to see a bullish turn bullish, but if it remains bearish, then I'll keep selling, right? Because I actually sold off this candle. I sold this one candle. Okay. These days, I can't stress myself too much to catch the whole move. Once I just catch one candle, I'm cool. I'm okay. So I caught this candle and a little bit of this. I was on the off side here. I took like a little bit move here, a little bit move. Wasn't even based off my strategy because I didn't get any reaction at my point of interest, but I took a move and it was a break-even trade. It was a break-even, which is fine. Even if it was a loss, it's fine because one loss and one win, come on, the win will overshadow the loss, right? Even 2 loss, 1 win, it will overshadow it. So for those that think I don't have losses in the market, I do have loss sometimes, okay? I do have loss sometimes, but my win is way bigger. So, what else? Yeah, so this is the weekly analysis. I hope you get it. You didn't get confused with my weekly analysis this time around because when I just want the 4-hour to turn back bullish, then it can align with my stuff. But right now, it's not aligning. Why is it not aligning? Because we're in a range. Okay, so you need to start seeing range when it starts forming. Okay, how I see range is that when we're having those order block at the top, having order block at the bottom, once you start seeing this and price is reacting, maybe it came reacted to this, came again reacted to this, you know, this is already a range, right? And it's given the things that has been happening all over the world now, you know, in US and all that, the news, they're waiting for Trump to say this, arguing over this, or about that, over the news, over the this, that. So it makes sense that they don't know where the market want to go to yet. So we just have to wait for them, all right? We have to wait for them. So again, on 4-hour, let me give you one more clue. Okay, so since we're bearish, right, it will make more sense that price could open up. Oh, I think I'm screaming too much. Hope I'm not disturbing my neighbor, but there's no way they will hear my voice outside because my windows are open, but it doesn't matter anyways. So I would like to see a manipulation into this. I would like, but it doesn't matter what I like and what I don't like when it comes to the chart. So I would like to see this manipulation, and there's still an order block here. There's still an order block here, okay, a fat one. So on the 4 hour, I would like to see a manipulation into this, okay? If we can get a manipulation, because remember again, right? We haven't had any manipulation since price has been going up here. It's been going up here. We haven't had any manipulation. So I would like to see one manipulation. Let's take out one low, then fly up, then maybe fly down again. I don't know, but I'm bullish on the weekly. I'm bullish on the monthly. Daily, oh, this thing should get out. On daily, I don't know, man. Only the daily candle is what I can see. If we look at the daily candle, this candle, I expect the next candle to continue dropping lower. So which lines up with the 4 hour, because this already swept the high, right? We already swept this high, and we're coming from something. And if we look at the 1 hour, it lines up with this that we're coming from. 4 hour line, 1 hour, sorry, lines up with this because it's 1 hour that you will line up with daily, right? So you can see the displacement, breaking lows, okay? Breaking lows, closing here. So this doesn't matter to me anymore because we already deep inside of it. We already dipped inside of it and we closed below this low, right? So it doesn't make any sense that we manipulated this lows and came back and closed inside of it. Once you see this kind of price action with the displacement, bro, there's no need you're looking for buy from this other block. But it can happen, you know, just the same way that that you've been winning. You've been winning on this strategy and one day it lose. That is the same way that this thing that you see fail every day, one day it will become right all of a sudden. But still, that doesn't mean that you should trust it. But I can tell you what to do, remember, right? So anyways, on the 4 hour, bearish, on the weekly, bullish, on the monthly, bullish, on the daily, I don't know. I just see the candle, just see this instead. I hope this was recording. Okay, so guys, this is it. This is my analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you kill it on next week, during next week, and I hope you make a lot of pips. Right? Don't forget, first contact your financial advisor. Okay, and guys, there's I just want to use this time to also say one thing to you. I also want to say one thing to you. So what I do here on my YouTube channel, right? What I do here on my YouTube channel, the way I do my breakdown, my high time frame and all that, I do refine it on a lower time frame, right? Refine it on a lower time frame and share it to a group. All right, share it to a group. Then all you just have to do, you just take, I will tell you the time frame where you take your entry. All right, so it's been working out for traders and I've been hearing them. They've been telling me that, oh, this is working out for them. Oh, my account is going up now. This is that. That's after they contact their financial advisor, right? So it says it's been working out for them and their financial advisor says they should appreciate me, things like that. So then, with that being said, if you want to join, you can comment. For those who know my Telegram, those who have my number is always there, so you can reach out to me and I'll add you. It's total free of charge. You're not going to pay me any dime, all right? It's free, just a way of me giving back to the community of trading, all right? That would actually make sense. But it makes sense to me. Anyways, peace. I'm out.